Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good afternoon, and I hope that I can keep you awake like the previous speaker did. Again, by way of introduction, my name is Tony Nicolaidis, and I'm the Chief Commercial Officer for Arcadyan. And I want to thank the Purple Foundation and everyone here for a tremendous conference, and in particular, David Barr from Max Linear, Shelley Cohen from the Purple Foundation, who helped us get on board here. So I want to talk about Wi-Fi sensing today and how internet service providers could really take your business into new frontiers, into the next generation of what you guys are going to do, and going beyond basically bandwidth to offer other services beyond that. So this slide came up earlier today, and I apologize. I'm a walker, so if you feel like you're in a tennis match, I'm going to say sorry for that already. We are the inventors of Wi-Fi sensing. Dr. Ray Liu, if you're in the digital signal processing space, you probably heard of Dr. Ray Liu. And Dr. Ray Liu invented the technology working with the US Navy, saw massive applications of that technology to us globally, and he started Arcadyan. I'm very happy to say that Dr. Ray Liu is still our Chief Technology Officer and is still chairman of our board. So we have that lineage of the technology all the way from the start. We are very fast growing. We have a number of deployments already, and keep an eye on what we're going to be doing here over the next 8 to 12 months, as we have some very exciting partnerships and very exciting launches happening globally overall. Like Joe said earlier, we're going to be in over 220 million devices by the time we get to 2027. So significant growth that we have from Arcadyan, and that's really built on our roadmap and the fact that we've significantly covered by all the patents that we have, 60 plus 140 that are still under review. So then, for those of you that don't know what Wi-Fi sensing is, a quick introduction. Basically, what Wi-Fi sensing allows you to do is to use the Wi-Fi system that you're offering your customers and all the connected devices around that Wi-Fi system to give context. All right, context of people there, people not, people moving, so that you get a significant understanding of what's happening in the space. And we're leveraging that with the Wi-Fi the Wi-Fi signal that you are giving your customers today, nothing more, nothing less. And when we talk about some particular use cases overall, there's many, but first of all, whoops, let me go back. First of all, it doesn't want to cooperate, but enhancing home comfort. Basically allowing the Wi-Fi sensing system to understand if there's people there or not, and to adjust the temperature, for example, in the space based on occupancy. Okay. Now, how do we do this? We do this with what we call True Presence. True Presence is our platform that we are going to build all of our technology around. All right, so you'll hear that more and more as we move along here in our growth over the next year. It's all going to be based on True Presence. Why? To talk further use cases. True Presence is going to be very important as it relates to intrusion. The biggest, and I'm sure you guys know this more than I do, but at least the research that we do with service providers, the biggest feedback that comes back from their customers is they want some kind of home security solution. I know we've been talking about security from a cyber standpoint, also critical. Now I'm talking about home security in your home or in your business. All right, it's the biggest thing that we hear feedback on as it relates to global security providers, not just in the US, but globally. We will have the best in the next generation intrusion detection for security. We will not only be able to tell you that there's a person in the space or not, we will be able to discern between human and non-human. Anybody that knows anything about home security knows that there's a tremendous amount of false alarms that happen with your cats and dogs walking around. Okay? And then occupancy, obviously being able to understand who's in the space, verifying that there is a person in that space, and being able to control HVAC and lighting in the room to usher in a whole new level of energy management, which we know that we need for our planet anyway. So True Presence is going to be the platform that we build everything around. All right? We can do this in a number of ways. Everyone's different. All use cases are different. We have a number of different topologies that we can go with, but we look at an access point embedded topology. It's your access point or your router or your extender, and that access point speaks to every one and connects to every one of those connected devices in the home or the business and creates sensing zones. That way you have a very, very quick way to get coverage in that space. All we have to do is embed into the access point. We've launched with Verizon already last year, and we're working with Verizon already, and you'll see Deutsche Telekom here coming up here as we go into 2024. Right, so we have some very large names, and then a lot of other ISPs will follow after that. So that's an access point embedded. Then we have mesh. Now this is different than talking about Wi-Fi mesh itself. What we mean by mesh is basically that we have IoT devices that we can offer customers if they want. That IoT device has all of our technology embedded on it, so those mesh devices talk to each other and create even further coverage in the space. So these are just two ways of deployment. Every deployment is different depending on your router, your access point, and what you're trying to do. But it's safe to say that when you look at things like home automation, like energy management, like a lightweight home security proposition that you can offer your customers, we can get you into market and get you monetized, most importantly, as quickly as possible. So what does this mean then for you? How do we create value in the end? If we're not here to create value for you, it doesn't matter. Especially in the case of, let's call it, home security or elderly monitoring. Our goal is for the service providers to create new businesses that do not exist today for them, to create new recurring revenue that does not exist today for them. That's our main point. We want to make sure you can monetize. Okay, now if you monetize, obviously you're already very, very important to your customers. You're already extremely valuable in what you do, but offering these other services will greatly increase your stickiness and your value to your customers. So certainly it'll decrease your churn, increase your net promoter score, and will allow you to grow your business, all enabled by Wi-Fi sensing and by Origin. Short and sweet. I hope I didn't put you to sleep. I thank you very much for your attention today. Thank you to the Purple Belt Foundation, and have a great day.